Welcome back to Why Your Job Sucks, the channel that turns badge-wearing fantasy into emotionally drained reality. So you want to be a cop, drive fast, fight crime, be a hometown hero. Adorable. Reality check, you're about to get screamed at by everyone, sleep less than a raccoon, and fill out enough paperwork to kill a forest. This is 10 brutal reasons why being a police officer sucks. Let's dive in, boots first. Number 10, you're either a hero or the villain. There's no in between. One minute you're pulling a kid from a wrecked car, the next you're trending on social media because someone didn't like the way you breathed during a traffic stop. You're either a savior or Satan in uniform. There's no, hey, maybe they were just doing their job. Every action is dissected, every second judged. You're walking a tightrope while juggling lawsuits, body cams, and public perception. Hope you're into stress. And even if you do everything right, someone will find a reason to hate you. Too aggressive, too passive, too robotic, too human. The job isn't just black and white, it's 50 shades of you screwed up no matter what. Number 9. You thought you'd be chasing criminals, but you're just writing reports. You signed up for high-speed chases, instead you got a marriage to Microsoft Word. Welcome to the thrilling world of police reports, incident logs, and endless documentation of every conversation, sneeze, and vaguely threatening glance. It's not protect and serve, it's type and cry. Every little detail has to be logged with exact timestamps, witness names, and scene descriptions, like you're writing a novel nobody wants to read. And God forbid you make a typo, that's now part of a legal document forever. Some days you don't feel like a cop. You feel like an unpaid intern for a very unfunny episode of Law and Order. Number 8. My taxes pay your salary. And here it comes, the sacred phrase of every entitled citizen who thinks buying a burger gives them authority over your entire existence. Yes, your $3.16 in state tax contributions make you my boss now. Congrats. It's the ultimate power trip for people who confuse civic responsibility with right to be an asterole. They think your paycheck entitles them to yell, film, insult, and threaten, all while quoting laws they saw on Reddit. Fun fact, yelling, "I know my rights," doesn't mean you actually do. It just means you're about to make this shift twice as long. Number 7. You're a human Google for dumb laws. Apparently, wearing a badge means you must know every law, every city ordinance, and every obscure legal loophole ever written. Can I own a raccoon if it's for emotional support? Is it illegal to mow your lawn at 2 a.m. if it's a full moon? Sir, I went to the academy, not Hogwarts. But sure, let me pull out my magical penal code crystal ball and solve your existential nonsense. And if you give the wrong answer, guess what? They Google it, then call your supervisor, then file a complaint. And now you're in a 3-hour meeting defending why you didn't know the historical legality of ferret ownership in 1987. Number 6. Shift work will destroy your soul and your sleep. Cops don't sleep. We nap aggressively and question reality. One week you're on nights, the next you're testifying in court at 8 a.m. after working 14 hours straight and eating nothing but gas station beef jerky. Holidays? Optional. Weekends? Hilarious. Sleep? Overrated, apparently. Sleep deprivation is your new partner. Your brain operates on caffeine, adrenaline, and spite. You forget what day it is, you forget your name, you forget if you even clocked in today. Your internal clock is now a roulette wheel of exhaustion and regret. And let's not even talk about your relationships. Try maintaining a marriage when your dinner dates happen at 3 a.m. in a squad car. Number 5. People call 911 for the dumbest reasons imaginable. Here's a fun fact: 911 is not your customer service hotline for mild annoyances. People will call the cops for, "My neighbor's Wi-Fi is named FBI surveillance van." "There's a suspicious squirrel in my yard." "Someone looked at me weird in the grocery store." "You think you're the thin blue line holding society together?" Nope. You're a glorified complaint manager with a Glock and a notepad. And the best part? If you don't show up fast enough, they complain. If you show up too fast, they complain. If you solve the problem, still complain. You're not here to help. You're here to take the blame for things nobody else wants to deal with. Number 4. Your body armor weighs more than your will to live. Ever try doing cardio while wearing a microwave taped to your chest? That's your daily vibe. The gear is heavy, the vest is tight, the boots hurt, and you're somehow expected to run, tackle, wrestle, and not pass out from heat stroke in the middle of July. Oh, and don't forget the radio, baton, taser, body cam, handcuffs, gloves, flashlight, and backup gear. You're one gear pouch away from turning into a walking vending machine. You'll lose track of how many times you've pulled muscles just putting the vest on. Not during a fight, not during a chase, just getting dressed. 3. You're always one decision away from disaster. Split-second decisions. That's your entire career. No pressure, right? You make one wrong call under stress and boom, your face is in the news. Your body cam footage is viral, and your inbox is full of death threats from people who don't know the difference between real life and CSI TikTok edition. Nobody cares about context. They just want someone to blame. And guess who's always standing there in uniform? You live in fear, not just of danger, but of public opinion, of lawsuits, of the internet getting your name wrong but still destroying your life. Even if you do everything right, it can still go very, very wrong. 2. Nobody actually wants to see you unless it's bad. Nobody calls the police for fun. You're not the ice cream truck. You're the harbinger of bad news. When you show up, it's because something horrible happened or is about to. And nobody's happy to see you. People glare, film you, yell at you, cry in front of you or run from you, sometimes all 5, in the same call. You are the physical embodiment of "this just got worse." And even if you're the calmest, kindest, most composed person in the room, you're still the symbol of authority, which means you're automatically the villain in someone's story. 1. You see the worst of humanity every day. Here's the part nobody wants to hear, but it's the raw truth. You see things most people couldn't stomach: dead bodies, car wrecks, child abuse, overdoses, suicides, domestic violence. You carry those memories home with you. You remember faces, screams, smells, and nobody wants to talk about it. Nobody checks on you. They just want you to stay professional and smile while your soul slowly erodes. You compartmentalize, you stuff it down, and eventually it eats you alive. This job doesn't just age you, it hollowed you out and left you running on autopilot. So yeah, being a cop sounds cool on paper, until you realize you're underpaid, sleep-deprived, hated by half the public and traumatized by the job you can't quit because you've already sold your knees to the pension fund. To every officer who's still showing up, salute. You're built different, or broken, or both. Hit that like button if your spine cracked just thinking about duty gear. Drop a comment with the dumbest 911 call you've ever heard, and subscribe for more brutally honest job exposés. Next time on Why Your Job Sucks, we're tearing into why being a lawyer is just expensive suffering in a suit. See you in the next one. Stay safe, or at least caffeinated.